let's see if we can't give you guys some value today. The support this week has been phenomenal, and I'm just happy to have you guys here today. Oh, really, I'm blushing right now. Loretta, you don't even understand. I don't know how I made your radar, but you definitely made everyone else's. So thank you for being here, and the rest of you. Again, I'm Valerie Trent. I am the real estate midwife. My job is to usher you into time freedom, to the ease of earning money and the power to keep it. I'm birthing before December 17th, 1 million more time clock smashing millionaires. Millionaires is not a big thing. It's not hard to do. It's the new middle class. But it's one thing to jump into being a millionaire. It's another thing to know what to do when you get there. And again, we can help you achieve time freedom in 90 days or less. I am only speaking to those who are looking to accelerate the retirement based on income, not age process. Some people will do it the long way. It's all they know, and that's okay. I truly respect that. But my message, my passion is to reach those of you who said, today is the best day of my life. These are the best years of my life, and I want to enjoy them now. Now, just because you take the early retirement route based on income, not age, it doesn't mean you're not going to be prepared for the future. But this is a now message. You have to do this based on the way of our economy, the way we're headed. If your children aren't prepared to retire from having to punch a clock by age 30, they're not going to make it. We change in this world financial tools and things that we can work with, like we do our iPhones. Like as soon as you get used to an iPhone, it's time for a new one. And that's the rate of our job industry. So if you're sending your kids to the traditional college with the traditional majors, you're doing them a disservice. So what I try to teach you is to do what you love. Some people love their jobs, and that's great. But do what you love, but have a plan B, C, D, E through Z on the side, because times are not the same. This is not your mother and father's workforce, and you have to understand that you need to be prepared to serve on an international level. You need to be savvy with the tools that are available to you and how to do that from a platform of wherever you want. Watch the millennials. They don't stay on a job longer than 2 minutes, and they like a lot of freedoms. They like to work from wherever they want, and that's kind of where we're headed. So my job is to usher you into this new time we're in. I want you to celebrate it. It's great. It's amazing. And this week, just for review, you understand that there are some safe tools that you can use that have stood the test of time. They're going to stand the test of future, that can position you to create income without you punching a clock, so that you can go off and live your life. And some of you may choose to continue your jobs, but you'll come from a position and a filter of, I want to do it, not I have to do it. So thank you again for joining me. Shout outs to all of you who took time to do lunch with me this week. Yes, today's the last day, and why don't you tell me what it is you'd like to see? Because if you don't want me to go, thank you. If you don't want me to go, we'll find a way to show up. It won't be 30 minutes, I promise. But maybe if I can answer a question a day about anything that we've covered this week, let me know. We do have a winner as it stands for the shares. Like if you guys go on each, because you can check my results, and it's just been, I know this person got chewed out by his fan followers and his people, even with Facebook algorithms that block how many of your friends see your posts. And by the way, don't be mad at your friends if they're not, liking or sharing your things. Facebook has blocks in place that limit about 6 out of every 100 of your friends from seeing your stuff. So that's why it's important that if you see something here, you found something valuable this week, that you share it, because otherwise they won't see it. They don't see your stuff. And it's done because Facebook at the end of the day is a business, and they like you to pay. So it's an algorithm that blocks people. I think it's called edge block or edge rank, where you can't see more than 6 out of 100 of your friends. Just notice how few friends you see posts. Also notice that you kind of are seeing only the things that you check like, more of the same. So the things that are happening, other things that are going on, you're going to miss them unless it tends to fit in the pattern of what Facebook has noticed that you like. So please don't think that I am trying to tell you, hey, listen, share, because I'm trying to sell anything. I'm just letting you know, hey, Carl, I'm letting you know, hey, Larissa, I'm just letting you know that you won't see a lot of things that will help you unless some of your friends do the extra and share it, because Facebook kind of narrows what you get to see based on your likes and your patterns, and so you might miss out. So anyway, again, everything comes down today at 5, and tune in tomorrow because I'll tell you what next steps are. But in review, in creating this 90-day exit strategy, I respect anything else. But if for those of you who are ready to smash your clocks, the mandatory clock, you're still going to need a clock. I need a clock to come here at 12, but I don't wake up to an alarm clock. I don't, go to bed and like I have to do anything unless it's out of service. And this is something I love, so it's not work to me. But for review, you're learning that on this journey to smashing your clocks in 90 days, you need to learn the power of optimization. Optimization is just simply when you dictate, I only keep those things in my, smash time is right, keep those things in my life that give me more, that give me a rate of return, that increase. And that's from relationships to spouses to children to businesses to money. So Monday, you learned how to buy your first real estate in 5 days or less. And we had some success stories. Kudos to a lot of you who posted your results. Some of them aren't even working with me directly in the coaching capacity, but tried it and found that it worked. We put out one of the persons put something out and within 5 minutes had someone to respond. And there's truly a strategy to communicating in this market. So the first piece of real estate you have to understand is you. Your intellectual property is real estate. And what's real and valuable about that is the fact that people buy from a person. People do business with a person. And once you can communicate that you as a person are valuable, the rest is gravy. When you want to, buy a house or sell a house, you have people who've done business with you who know that they can count on you to be excellent. You deliver, you actually over deliver, and you've been found relevant. And so therefore, in their databases, in their minds, you're someone that they can go to, or if you refer something at a later time, they will listen to you and be more apt to do business or take your suggestion, which sets you up down the road for other things. So the real estate called you is the first piece of property you need to buy, and you need to learn your value, how to quantify what that is, what it is you bring to the world as a service, and over deliver, but stop doing it for free, right? Beatriz, my reina? Yeah. So anyway, we learned that what it is that our contributions are from the place of our passion, from the place of our expertise. A lot of times your jobs have hired you because you are valuable. So that is real, and that's your stuff. So it's real estate. So the first thing you need to set up in 5 days or less, whether you're working with me or not, is you. The second day we learned that we need to optimize, we need to optimize our relationship with the IRS. Now that you've set up the optimization project called you now have a different relationship you can have with the IRS that now becomes a partnership. And for more information, see your accountant. If your accountant is not a strategic accountant, we have a team that we work with and that we can put you in touch with. Again, no upfront charges, but you're going to have to implement this, and it's a part of a puzzle, one of our many puzzles that we have to accelerate successes in your life. But you need to optimize your relationship with the IRS. Like if you're a corporation or a business, 100% of your medical costs are tax deductible. I didn't just say, your business insurance. If you're, and there's a series of things you need to do, but if you hire members of your family, 100% of everybody's medical costs, incidental medical costs, etc., are deductible. A lot of you don't know things like that. If you hire your children instead of giving them allowances, you can deduct up to $6,300 per child of what you pay them. Of course, see your accountant for how to structure that, get a job description, etc. But you're leaving $6,300 on the table because you don't know that you can partner with the IRS. Things like that, like your mileage, the things that you do at your church, this 501c3, whether in kind or tangible with money, those are things that you can get back. Like it's what you don't know about money that hurts you. It's what you don't know about how successful people optimize their relationships that is causing you to leave gazillions of dollars. And yeah, they tell me it's not professional to say words like that, but you're leaving too much money on the table. And once you know it, if you knew you'd left $16,000 to $25,000 on the table, how fast would you go get it? And that's the average of what we recover for you. But that has nothing to do with what you need to have to do additional business. It's building those muscles that are going to teach you to set this 90-day Smashin clocks blueprint in place. And when you do harvest your money because of your right relationship with the IRS, that's tax-free money. So then we teach you to put it in your bank of you. Your bank of you is not something you can do by yourself. You need a professional to set it up for you. No, it is not an institution, banking institution. There is a relationship you need to have with your local bank, but I'm talking about positioning yourself to become a lender, not a landlord. Now you optimize your money. Every dollar you put in your own bank is growing at 4 to 12% interest. Your guarantees are around 3 or 4, depending on which institution you set your bank up with, and you have to have help to do that. But the way you set it up properly is you waive any surrender or deferred period because you want the freedom to be able to grow it on your own terms. And there are a number of vehicles you can use to grow on your own terms, like self-directed IRAs, Roth IRAs, etc. But don't set up a market-based out of your reach product until you set up the bank of you, because of the benefits of having liquidity. I can touch it for whatever I want to touch it for, but while it sits, it's earning me money, and it's growing at a rate of return where I not only get a rate of return on my principal, I get a rate of return on the overall growth of the money at the same time. And it does that without capital gains, broker fees. It's tax deferred, but if you structure it properly, even when you touch it later, it's tax free. So you've got to do this with a professional, and if yours doesn't know what you're talking about, they don't know how to waive surrender charges so that your money is immediately liquid. And the reason you need immediately liquid money is because you're now going to use it for what we talked about day 4, that $10 house. If you knew it cost $10 to buy a house, how many houses would you buy? The problem is we're taught to take the long route to everything, get a 30, 15, 18-year mortgage, do this thing of drudgery where we now incur it as a debt instead of it being incurred as something that I optimize to pay me. Then you tie up a lump sum of money in putting down on one asset. Again, people who help you in the profession are salespeople. Their job is to incur commissions and payment over a long period of time. Why on earth? I tell people, if I have $100,000 or $50,000 or $10,000 to put down on a house and I give it all to you, I want you to put your foot. I know that's not professional. Use your foot on me, because if the maximum I need to acquire real estate, and that means the insurance I put down on it, the vacancy insurance, the getting the utilities cut on, just the right to just kind of do a title search, etc. That shouldn't cost me more than $1,000, especially if I'm not moving in that property. So if you knew you could use such a little amount of money to create an asset that would pay you, why on earth would you tie up a boatload of money to buy an asset that takes from you? And so it's these little things that you just don't know about optimization. And so after you buy a few houses, maximum $1,000, I'm talking about from start to whatever, and sometimes you don't even need that because you're not going to keep it. It's just going to be something you do, like I told you. Don't jump in it the wrong way where I'm going to flip it, or I'm going to rehab it, or I'm going to, you're not going to do anything. You're going to wholesale it. Make money. It takes 24 hours and you're done. especially when you do it how we teach you. So you can take 2 to 6 months to make $21,000. I think we gave you the example yesterday. Or you can make $21,000 in 24 hours. How many times do you need to do that before you can fund your bank of you at 12% interest or 4% interest, compounded, not simple, compounded, and create a retirement portfolio that sets you free? So it's up to you. I'm here. We have successfully been in business with finances since 2006, starting as a mortgage analyst, where we teach you to leverage your financial mortgage assets, to finally being a licensed estate planner. That's what we are. We came up with a program, or I've devised several programs to accelerate your freedom to being able to do what you want to do, based on my experience with the financial services industry. You need to know what you need to know, and you need to know from a place of not commissions. You need to know not from a place of salesmanship and broker fees and putting your money at risk. You need a sure thing. And for only those of you who are serious about retiring based on income as fast as possible, so you can create a lifestyle business. Your passion project can be set up, but you get to do it from anywhere there's an internet connection. I sit here on my couch every day, and you know why I get all pretty? Is because I'm running around here with nothing. Like, I don't have to get dressed up. I don't have to do anything, because I make money in my sleep. And that's what you need to understand. The times we live in are, you don't need your friends and families to succeed. You need the people who are waiting for you to present your passion project to them in such a way that takes you out of the equation. And that's what we show you how to do. We've been successful with thousands of clients who we've turned on passive income streams of $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And guys, if 90 days is a long time, we can do that in 30 days. I've done nothing but kind of captured the referrals, etc., of people who will tell you, I am not exaggerating, this is social media, the most transparent platform you can be on. But if what I said wasn't true, if I haven't delivered, believe me, you'd hear about it. But it's possible, but it's limited to who gets to know this knowledge. I want you to understand that you can retire in 30 to 90 days based on income, not age, regardless of your age. I mean it. What I tell my clients is, you got kids? You ever heard of the power of cute? That's something that I've been working on a lot. I mean, if you ever go on my Valerie Trent Facebook page, you'll see that I've done nothing but worked with kids on creating entrepreneurship, because they have the power of cute. If I ask you to do something and I put a cute little girl next to me and she asks you to do it, who's going to get the yes? So parents, capitalize on your kids' power of cute. Teach them that money is now. If you go on my Valerie Trent Financial Group page, it's an ode. It's a celebration that income, wealth, passive income, celebration, purchase, capitalism happens right from the place of childhood. You know how many childhood millionaires there have been because they just simply turned on something that they enjoyed? You need to be starting your kid on this project like right now. But sometimes it takes the parents a while to, catch on. So I help midwife you, or help you embrace the times that we're in, so that you have your estate set up properly, your valuables, your stuff, in such a way that, one, you inherit it quietly. No, you're not going to brag about everything. No, you're not going to own everything in your name. You're going to do it in such a way that it's a legacy gift. It continues on throughout the generations quietly. Nobody needs to know what you have, but it's sustainable. It's something no one can take away from you. $20 a month will create a $57,000 a year pension for a child, depending on how young you start. If it's at 4 years old and you start putting $20 away a month in the self-banking system, not in the one that goes up and down and market-based, and then from an overflow, once you've maxed out, because how many properties do you need to make a profit from before you've kind of got enough in the self-banking, now you can go to the market. So anyway, if you found this week valuable, we have put over $90 billion in assets in real estate into circulation. And we did that. That was the number. I stopped counting in 2014. We've done more since. Client base has grown, but you've got to position yourself to be a part of the job market or the industry of the 21st century. It is not your mother and father's industry. Matter of fact, your mom and father's industries don't work. A lot of people come to me and they're supplementing their parents' retirement. Parents have gotten sick, or the medicine that the parents require is just too much to even, it's just too much. And so don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Look at today, look at your opportunity. You need a coach. You know, the best of the best have them. Athletes to whatever. I never exist without one, and they have a team. Yeah, you need a team. And I hope that, you know, you found something valuable. If you have questions, I hope you inbox me. But tune in tomorrow and I'll tell you what to do next if you're in. All right, the phone rang. Sorry about that. People know I'm on from 12 to 1 this week. I mean, to 12:30 this week. But anyway, I'm done. Tune in tomorrow and I will tell you what to do next. I'm very, very excited to have spent this week with you. I hope you found it valuable. And if you share the sentiment that you want more, or you want me to answer questions, maybe one a day for 5 minutes, let me know. But there's so much you need to do in terms of preparing for our economic changes so that you're not caught with your pants down. You don't have to be. And money is not hard. Millionaire is the new middle class. You've got leverage. You've got social media. You've got technology. Learn how to use it. Learn how to position yourself to partner with the right financial and tools so that you optimize everything you do. And until next time, I'm Valerie Trent, the real estate midwife, and I want more of you guys too. So if you want to pop questions on my real estate midwife page, and I will come on every day and address it for 5 minutes, one question, we can start the relationship that way. I know you said today you will remove all videos, but would you please consider delay until the weekend? I would like to have my daughters view the video series before you delete. Check back in the morning and I will try to show you what you can do. I'm going to compile them in a review scenario for you, yeah, he's twisting my arms. Give me till Sunday. All right, I'll leave them up until Sunday. Is that okay? And I'm honored that you guys find this stuff valuable. But and I know today's not fair because it's coming down in like what, 5 hours, 4.5. But if you've enjoyed it, like, share. You've got a little bit of time. I try to give value. I do worse in person. Like, they tell me I turn the water hose on in their face for overwhelm. Like, no more. Okay, wait a minute. That's just too much information. But I'm a part of your family. I'm the real estate midwife. I will be here, and if not, we will set you up so that it's fluid, that no matter what, you'll know what to do, and so will your family. Until next time, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and thank you so much for letting me dress up and put on my pearls and spend these 5 days with you. It's been scary, but it's been my honor. Have a great day. Nothing, just fix it. Now, I'm laughing. Now, the politicians